So we're out here in Green Mountain, Yancey County. We are currently conducting search and recovery operations. So we've got Bill here from ATT, SAR, CA. We've got all the letters of the alphabet. So Bill actually has a very cool piece of gear. We brought him specifically down from Canada for. It's called the Aqua Eye. We're hoping to get our hands on one ourselves, but Bill's gonna kind of demonstrate today of just what this machine's capable of. So if you guys wanna, Bill, you wanna give them a quick overview of what the Aqua Eye is and how it works?
Yeah. So the Aqua Eye is a handheld sonar device that allows us to see if there is any body in the water. It's actually designed, the software is designed to specifically pick up the body itself versus just rocks.
Is that the boat you're taking? Can you show us this boat?
Sure, come on down.
Is it a speed boat or
No,
what type of boat is this?
it's a Pelican boat. It's basically a very slow boat. The dogs will go on. So the pilot sits in the back. The handler sits here. Well, yeah, just straight like that. And then the dog can sit up front, and then that way it only draws about 6 inches of water, so we can get very close to the shoreline, and it's very safe because it's very sturdy.
Okay, and then can you guys talk about the hits? Was there any hits out here?
That should be Zach's point.
So we actually had one hit out here yesterday that we contacted the sheriff's office on. They are super accommodating. They're probably, all of the sheriff's departments that we've worked with are great. Yancey County is definitely pretty stand up. So those guys are awesome. They came out here. We are gonna leave a team on site just in case they need to cross the river. Just kind of part of our cooperation with these guys to assist in their investigations. But as far as the find goes, it was actually part of a casket. And we've got 4 additional hits to investigate today, along with pushing up a secondary dog team to continue clearing this riverbank. What that's going to allow for the community is to get support in here, track hose, all the things that can't get in here until these areas are cleared. So our teams are going to be working diligently and thoroughly, but we're also moving with a purpose today. So you guys will get to see that.
So this is the Aqua Eye that we use. It is a handheld sonar device that is able to distinguish bodies in the water versus other debris, rocks, anything like that. So it's basically, you point it today, it'll mark it on the screen as to what could be there, and it's as simple as that, simply.
Do you work for the government or are you a civilian?
We are a non-profit organization from Canada that came down with all this equipment.
All right, guys, good morning. Let me get a count off real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We are a 14-person team today. We come in with 14, we leave with 14. As we noticed on our way in, we've got a lot of construction traffic. So if we're out here moving along the road, specifically side-by teams, make sure we're paying attention. We don't want to cause an accident. We don't want to be involved in an accident. We don't want anybody hit. Let's try to keep the dogs off the main road. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna push back across the river. We're gonna deploy one team up that way. We're gonna keep one team in reserve as a trail team. Meantime, we've got Bill and Braden who are gonna be in the boats today along with Matt. We're going to be utilizing the Aqua Eye as well as the canines to get a sweep of the river. Not only are we going to do the banks, we also need to get inside the river to make sure that riverway's clear. We know from yesterday's find there's an open casket. We have pieces of that person to retrieve, and we think we have a general idea based off of yesterday's 4 hits of where they are. Excavation teams, you will be team 1. You'll be traveling across the river with me. We'll be utilizing the side-by-side to get everybody across. Safety considerations today, obviously it's cold, guys. Medic, where are we at? Where's my medics? 1, 2. Copy. So we're all first aid trained, self-aid, buddy aid, medic aid. If we have to, what is our air frequency? Anybody know? Medics, it's extremely important for you. If we need dust off, what is it? 126.000. That is our dust off bird. Call sign thoroughbred. Make sure we know that. Temporary LZs will be right here where we're standing, just past these power lines along that. We can also touch them down on the road up ahead, right before where the bridge is out. So keep that in mind. So everybody's got gloves and PPE. Remember, we are gloved up out here 100% of the time, especially considering we're digging. Upon visual contact, our procedure is to what? We back off, we hold cordon, we call it up over the radio, get in touch with myself. I will then communicate with law enforcement via a non-emergency phone number. We'll then wait on our detective team to come out here and advise us to move forward or not. Same thing when it comes to finding firearms, gun safes, anything like that. We have to call that stuff in. Make sure we do not touch it. Call up me. We've got comms supporting assets. Base, where we at? We're in communications with comms. So we got Jethro and remind me your name, sir? David. And David rocking our comms for us, keeping us up to date on everything. Under no circumstance do we move without at least 2 people. If you're moving out of line of sight, you have to have radio communication and a pause rep, which is your latitude, longitude, or a 10-digit grid every 15 minutes. Does everybody understand? Here. All right, at this time, do I have any questions?
Okay, you changed that from 30 last night. You go with 50.
We're gonna go with 15, just due to the cold. If somebody goes in and we don't have eyes on them, we have very limited time to get a hold of them and get to them. So with as much terrain as we've got to cover today, we're spread pretty thin due to a bunch of people out being sick today. So guys, do your best. We don't have to kill ourselves. If we can't do it safe, we don't do it. We'll back off, we'll reevaluate, and we'll come out here with the proper equipment. So no cowboy in it today. At this time, do I have any questions? Yep.
I want that frequency for bird.
Frequency is 126.0.
Bird, and what is the
Call sign is thoroughbred.
Who has a radio that can hit that frequency? This one won't.
Mine will.
Good.
Any of the hams will be able to. So if you guys want to plug that into your channel, those can. Anybody else need anything else from me? All right, let's take 5 minutes. Let's get everything prepped and staged. Let's go ahead and have shovels ready in the side-by-side. And let's get to rock and rolling, guys.
So they got a hit over where he's standing on the left right there. So they're gonna go walk it right now, see if they can't pick anything up. So that's gonna be our strongest signal so far. There's also on the other side of those trees is another hit and some coffins over there. I wanted to give you guys an idea of what it's like out here with the SAR team, and also to let you guys know that almost everything that people are saying is absolutely true. I mean, the area here to search is absolutely overwhelming, but the resources, at least here in North Carolina with Mindy, this SAR team or operation, I'd say, is probably 2 or 3 times bigger than when I was last year. So huge props to Mindy, Lewis, Junie, because they are doing pretty exceptional. Now I walked over here. Let me show you guys where I walked with the Geiger meter. I walked along the road there. I got one spot that picked up 35, but pretty much nothing else. So they cleared this. It used to be debris everywhere. So now the SAR teams are trying to sweep everything to basically stay ahead of DOT. And so basically it's just a lot of work like this. We trade off and we go until we're tired and can't move.
That's where he was standing whenever he put the sonar in the water. And that was the first point.
Just checking on you.
And what they're looking for is triangulation, so we can find or center up on what we think may be the body.
How long have you been volunteering out here?
This is my second trip down.
Okay.
That we need a confirmation on, and we've located 2 more markers.
Oh wow, 2 more markers?
Caber doesn't seem to be interested, but they need to be checked by your dogs.
That's good news, huh?
Yeah.
So we're getting all kinds of marks out here.
And it may be part of the recovered stuff that we found yesterday, the coffin, and they found some different scattered remains.
And he's got the sonar over there, huh?
Yeah, that's the sonar unit.
Okay. How far does that go, that sonar?
I'm not sure on that. I'm not a specialist in the sonar. He was just briefly describing it to me this morning.
Are you guys on the same team, or are you guys on different teams?
Well, he's actually from Canada.
Oh, yeah.
He come down to assist, and again, we're here to assist. There's some people from Texas here.
I'm from Texas.
Yeah, so yeah, we have quite a few people brought together for.
So he's just burying it underwater, huh?
Yeah, he just sticks it in the ground where he was,
Wow.
and that gives him the first point of the triangle. What they'll try to do is to get a line on it and then to give the center part.
And so where are they calling the other marks? On the other side of the hills over there, or the other side of these trees there?
Yeah, well, down around this corner on the other side of the trees is where the coffin was found yesterday, and then there were several hits yesterday in that vicinity. So we're following up on that today.
So probably got at least a week or so of work out here.
Depending, yeah.
That's awesome. The technology is incredibly helpful. Obviously, you can't see in the water.
Yeah, that's actually a fairly new tool, and it's a handheld sonar unit. So it basically sends out a wave, and then the wave returns when it hits human flesh, basically, or bone.
Okay, so Zach just said he's calling in a helicopter to drop equipment in. Is that right, Zach? So can you explain what equipment to drop it in?
So we're dropping in some specialized sonar gear to kind of help us pinpoint where we have this find, along with some waders and equipment. Ultimately, we did not want to get in the water today due to it being about 24 degrees right now. However, this is what we do. Yeah. So,
can you give us an update on how many hits you got, different hits, like sections?
today we've had 4 hits. We're investigating on 2 right now. We have 2 more on standby, and teams are still pushing. So hopefully we're going to bring somebody home today. All teams, RTB, 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 how copy?
K1 to base, you still have Stingray out on the water.
Copy. Side-by-side team is en route to deliver them back to us.
10-4, thank you.
Bravo and Stingray are RTB to rendezvous with the Ranger. Do we know if all Cal Topo points have been marked along our route?
Copy. Make sure we grab them on the way back. I think we're missing 2 out of the 10 today.
Understood.
All right. So, guys, today was an extremely successful day for Operation Bring 'Em Home. We had not 1, not 2. We had 10 hits. We had an extremely positive hit. We just need some equipment to get back out here with and get to it. Double confirmation with 2 different dogs today. So that lets us know that what we're dealing with is human, and it's definitely in the ground still. Anything at this point when we have that kind of massive hit, and it's kind of hard to explain. We have to go off of the dog handlers, and the dog handlers know their behavior. When the dogs don't want to pull away from something, we get extremely optimistic about that, considering what we found yesterday. So everything that we can do to bring someone home, we're out here doing. Currently, the water temperature is probably just above freezing, possibly freezing due to all the ice formation in it. Air temperature right now is about 26 degrees. And we've got teams from all over, really. We've got people from Canada up here operating with us, and we're grateful for all of them. We're Operation Bring 'Em Home, and if you guys would like to donate to our cause, there's a link below. Thank you all.